So the instructors had a meeting yesterday to talk about the exam, to finalize the exam. And it's going to be interesting. I was worried. I had a problem. And I was like, oh, I don't want them to change it. Because it's a beautiful problem. And the answer has a beautiful answer. And I've already thought about what I want to say when I talk about the solution to that answer. So I went in there and I was ready to defend it. And they were like, but Steve, the algebra. And I said, no, these are great students. They love algebra. They can handle it. And so they were like, okay, all right. So the good news is you're going to get some algebra and you're going to get an answer. And I hope that when you see the answer, you'll be like, that's why Steve wanted it. What a beautiful answer. What a great answer. And you're probably thinking like, okay, can you tell us which problem it is, Steve? I wrote 4 problems. And but there's 4 long answer problems, and so different instructors wrote different long answer problems. And I could say, well, my long answer problem involves pi. That doesn't narrow it down for you. They basically all involve pi, so I hope you really like pi. But different problems. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. I'm very optimistic. Now, 2 things that you should know. A lot of students are stressing out about integration. Can I handle the integration on the exam? So we ran the totals. It turns out that if you do no integration at all, but you do everything else that we ask you to do on the exam, you score over 70%. Over 70% of the exam is not doing the integration. It's about setting things up. Now you might say, well, yeah, but 70%. Then you realize, oh, wait, this is Calc 2. That's like an A+. But you might say, well, what about that other 30%? What kind of crazy integrals are you going to throw at us? And the answer is these are like beautiful integrals. Beautiful integrals. Nothing crazy. These are so simple that if you find yourself like, this is a crazy integral, mistakes have been made. When I talk about beautiful integrals, I'm talking like simple, like x to a power, sines, cosines. That's the kind of level of integration that you're going to need to basically have to do. So you can do it. And I recommend you doing well on this exam because the next exam really will have integration on it. That's inevitable because that's the next part of the course. So just wanted to pass that information along as you start thinking about studying. Now with that said, are there other questions? Okay. Well, then that means we can talk about our problem. Oh, I was going to make one more comment. Now, since you showed up today, I like you. I want to pass information along. We have 3 more lectures to go. And I looked at the content of these 3 lectures. There are 3 problems on the exam which will come from the next 3 lectures. So, I recommend you show up. And you take notes. And you learn. Now, of course, there are 7 other problems, but there's plenty to learn in the next 3 lectures.